Hey everyone, it's Jay.
And Sean.
And today we've got a terrible movie review for you from a Netflix movie called The Wrong Missy. So Sean, is there a world in which The Wrong Missy is not a terrible movie?
There isn't. No,
okay.
There isn't.
Yeah,
it's
pretty
just
definitive.
Really bad.
Nobody's gonna like this.
No, and I think worse than being bad because this is a Happy Madison production not starring Adam Sandler. Mm-hmm. So it was never going to be good.
Okay.
But there's nothing here that even makes it like rewatchable.
Oh no. Please no.
No.
Please never make me do that again.
No, I won't.
Oh boy. So, yes, it is an Adam Sandler produced Adam Sandler family starring vehicle for David Spade.
David Spade.
You know what?
And it's not the 90s.
Yeah. David Spade was really filler in a group of otherwise talented people. And he's not aging well. He's not acting well. He's not working well. And yet, this movie asks you to believe all of those things about him with no evidence contrary. I think they constantly make fun of his wig. And maybe it was a wig. It was so terrible. He's just obviously a middle-aged, always, not just small, but like elfin-featured, not the cute elves. You should not want to poke this guy in the belly. You want to steer clear of him and his van. He's just, and yet they want you to believe that he could land a model. A Miss
Maryland, I believe.
Miss Maryland, thank you. So in the beginning of the movie, he goes out on a blind date. A blind date, I'm sure the script wrote as a hilariously funny blind date.
Okay, let's just interrupt you there because I don't think there was actually a script.
Okay, that's true. You did express doubt about that.
I feel like this was just David Spade just making this up. It's an improv David Spade experience. Mm-hmm. Even then, it's not tolerable.
No, of course not.
I don't believe that anyone could have written this script.
And to be clear, there are two men credited with it. But yes. It is hard to think that anyone might have come up with this in advance. With any kind of warning, would have actually written this kind of nonsense on a paper and then printed it.
Even a napkin.
I think even the pennies it would cost to photocopy would feel like a big waste, even to millionaire Adam Sandler. And yet, we have a movie, we have a script, apparently. We have a blind date that is hilariously bad. It's not hilarious. And Lauren Lapkus, bless her heart, we've seen her in other things, liked her in other things. She's not always obnoxious. You know, there are some people who just grate on your nerves and they always feel like they're too much.
Oh, Jay knows.
Well, yes, of course. My entire Rolodex is people like that. She is not one of those people typically for me. In this, she is unforgivable. Yeah. I can't stand her. She is dialed all the way up to not even 11. I think she goes all the way back around and she's at -1, almost a full circle around the badness.
Yeah, to her credit, she's trying. This is what she's supposed to be. Oh my God,
she is trying so hard. She is trying all the time.
But it doesn't work.
Oh, it's terrible because it's unlikable. It is unbelievable. But it's also just not funny. It's just uncomfortable and gross.
Yeah. Well, that's really where this movie detours into just irredeemable.
Well, that's funny that you call it a detour since it's also where the movie begins.
Yeah.
It's a quick time. It's a quick detour.
Oh, it goes bad right away.
You have not even backed out of the driveway and you're already hitting the detour hard.
That's right. You're on the road to Crap Town.
Yes. So he literally sneaks out a bathroom window on this blind date. And then, even more improbably, I think, meets a total hottie boombalati at the airport, played by Molly Sims, an actual swimsuit model. And for some reason, even though he's not funny, he's not charming, he looks like David Spade, she's into him because they have the same taste in luggage.
And books. They both like James Patterson.
Oh my God. How less of a personality can you have than a black bag and James Patterson? Wow. Anyways, somehow they nearly have a janitor's closet tryst at the airport, but then they have to make their flights and they separate. But he has this super baller move in his back pocket, guys. He invites her on a corporate retreat to Hawaii, which, for having only met her at an airport, is a pretty bold second date to propose. But she's into it. Again, surprisingly hard to believe she's into it. And this is a corporate, it is a work trip. He is supposed to be impressing the boss to get a promotion.
That's right, there was just a new corporate takeover, so he's fighting for this hierarchy in the new company.
Mm-hmm. So he really needs to impress, still thinks it's a good venue to bring a date. But who shows up? Not Melissa from the airport, but Missy from the blind date.
That's right, it's the Wrong Missy.
Oh, jeez. Literally the Wrong Missy. It's not even a clever title. So yeah, she just splashes her horrible all over Hawaii. In my opinion, so does he, even though we're led to believe that he's the normal one. It's David Spade. I am not convinced that he's getting the worst end of the stick in this relationship. Bad as she is. And she is bad. I can't stand a single second of her. But nor can I ever feel sorry for him, because I never feel he even deserves that one, let alone airport Melissa.
That's exactly right. This is the type of women he would be lucky to end up with.
He would be lucky. That's right. Oh my gosh. I mean, and it never gets more probable. No. It never gets better. It
gets worse and more improbable. It does,
yes. And I think even, and I won't spoil it, but the way it ends, I'm like, how did this happen? You know what? It doesn't earn anything.
No.
My goodness. But yeah, you know what? David Spade was nobody's favorite.
It's true.
In the Bad Boys of SNL. He was nobody's favorite.
No, he wasn't.
And he has brought along his co-unfavorite, Rob Schneider.
Yes.
And God bless Adam Sandler's heart, because he's the only reason these people still eat. He brings his whole crew to Hawaii. And this is the thing. Everybody knows Adam Sandler movies are just tax write-offs that allow him to travel lavishly for free. It's not a bad racket. If that's your work and you can make it work, good for you. And he just brings all of his untalented homies with him and gives a job. His wife is in the movie. His two kids are in the movie. His wife is in the movie a lot. Yes. His brother-in-law is in the movie. His nephew is in the movie. And those are just the ones that I've seen so many Adam Sandler films now that I can pick out.
Yeah, you didn't research this. No. You just see them on this, because they're the same faces in every one of these movies.
Exactly. And if you IMDb them, they will likely have only Adam Sandler movies in their credits. True. Because, nobody else.
Well, maybe they get a Judd Apatow here and there. Maybe. Not Rob Schneider.
Gosh, it was bad.
Yeah, it is.
And like you said, it's not like we suspected it might be good, but it's still way worse than I really felt possible.
Yep.
Wow.
Nothing to recommend about this movie.
There's really not. There's so much old, extremely recycled material. Stuff we've seen, like the Rob Schneider bit, we've seen from 50 First Dates.
Or Waterboy.
Yeah. I'm talking about is like amputation.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically, this man has played a man eaten by sharks in multiple Adam Sandler movies now. Can you believe that?
He's been typecast.
As a man eaten by sharks. Jonathon Loughran has brought the lazy eye back. He's done that in more than one ad. Like, this is how one note his buddies are. They literally have nothing going for them. And yet they're driving nicer cars than me because they met Adam Sandler in the beginning and he brings everyone along. So, yeah.
So there's a lesson here.
So I guess I know what I'm doing wrong with my life.
Yeah, that's on me.
Hey, you brought me to Hawaii.
Oh, I did. Well,
no, you didn't. I brought you.
Me.
Yeah.
Well, thanks. So I did
You're
something
welcome.
right.
Yeah, that's true. Am I your Adam Sandler, Sean?
No, you're much better than that.
Wow. Thank you. I think.
Yeah.
And I hate to spoil this for you guys, but you're gonna want to brace yourself. There's gonna be a Vanilla Ice cameo.
Yeah, because he is another Adam Sandler guy.
Not for the first time in an Adam Sandler movie, and I'm sure not for the last. Although his cameos are so small, I don't know if he is still eating on the dregs of Adam Sandler. But
he might not know he's in a movie. He might just be there for the free food.
Yeah, that is true. Oh, gosh. So, yeah, that happened on Netflix today.
That happened on Netflix today.
It could happen to you all weekend long. Or
don't
not.
Make better choices.
That's right. Don't say we didn't warn you. We've been pretty forthright this whole entire time. Not a single funny thing, I think, in the whole movie.
No.
Really, really tired actors.
Yeah.
I mean, these men are all past middle age.
But they're not acting, is the thing.
No, so that makes it way harder when she is.
Yeah.
Like, she's on a velocity I've rarely seen in the movies. And perhaps she's just trying to make up for everyone else who is barely eating the fake food on the set. And she's just going all out. It's so painful. So painful. But I'm sure it was a nice vacation.
Yeah, well,
You know?
and that's what matters to the people that made the movie.
Yes.
It's not doing you any good. Even if you want to see Hawaii vacation movies, this is way down on the list.
This is not it. That's true. They
just
don't really
stay at
even
the
leave
resort.
the resort. Yeah, that's true.
So it doesn't even have that going for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, skip it.
Oh, it's a definite skip. And feel confident. Feel like
you're not missing one thing.
that's right.
You can just continue on to the next Happy Madison David Spade joint.
Yes, I'm sure we will be recommending that.
Yeah.
I mean, it is really fun to go from the highs of his Oscar buzzworthy performance in Uncut Gems, also available on Netflix, all the way down to this. And it is as all the way down as you can get.
Yep. Yeah, well, they should have brought along Kevin Garnett. That's the lesson.
That's right, a better quality of cameo. Yeah. But see, I mean, yeah. It's very indicative of two movies in general. A good movie could attract an excellent cameo. And sometimes you gotta settle for Vanilla Ice.
And Rob Schneider.
In what I wish was a cameo.
It might as well be. That's all he can do now. I mean, that's all he could ever do. Let's not get into Rob Schneider.
Okay, deal. Shake on it.
Deal.
Okay. So take it or leave it, guys.
Leave it.
Definitely leave it. I meant our advice.
Oh, take it.
The advice.
Take the advice, leave the movie.
Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.